This is Aquacode, and today I'm going to show you exactly how you can start brewing your coffee with coffee brewing water minerals. What is Aquacode? Aquacode are little sachets with concentrates of water brewing minerals. These are minerals derived from natural sources, and they've been measured and concentrated and put into single-use sachets. Now, there's a couple things that make Aquacode different from other water brewing minerals. The first one is the recipe. This is a fantastic recipe and it tastes really good with loads of different coffees. The second thing is this is actually water-based. Other water brewing minerals are actually made from just a powder, which means to get the correct amount out of that sachet each time is quite difficult. You have to literally cut it open and scoop out all the remaining dust. Whereas for this one, it's simply just cut and squeeze out the liquid and you're done. Now, when you're going to start making your own water, you've got a couple of options. You can either use your tap water or distilled water. Depending on your tap water, your consistency might change. The composition of the minerals already in that tap water will eventually make their way into their coffee. Now, here in Australia, we've got Pure. This is 10 litres of distilled water with no minerals. So at this point, I highly recommend using distilled water. It is a little bit more expensive, but in the bigger scheme of things, the results are worth it. So there's two ways of brewing Aquacode. The first way is by adding 1 sachet to 7 litres of distilled water just in a container and then using that straight into the kettle. The second way of making Aquacode would be to use one of these into a smaller amount of water, making almost like a secondary concentrate, and then once you've got that concentrate, adding it to your kettle with the additional distilled water to bring it up to the same level of concentration. It's a little bit more complicated doing it that way, and the benefits aren't really there for me, so I do prefer just making a big batch at a time. Once I do that, I don't have to worry about making other lots of water, and I've just got my water there made for coffee. Let's go make some water. Okay, so we've got our Aquacode sachet and we've got a container of distilled water. I highly recommend that you fill up your container of water first. And the reason why is so that you can get a scale under, make sure you've got the correct amount of water before adding your minerals. If you were to do it the other way around, you add your minerals to the jug first and then you fill it up to the incorrect amount, there's not really a whole lot of going back. So first fill up your water and then let's add our minerals. So all we have to do, take the lid off. There's already a little easy tear tab. And just like that, we're going to put in our concentrate of water. And that's it. Okay, so that's it. One last thing we gotta do, put the cap back on and give it a quick shake. And that is how easy it is to make your own coffee brewing water with Aquacode. One last thing I want to mention is you might have noticed that we've got the white tin here. So this is a new addition to Aquacode. It's actually the same recipe. However, this white tin actually contains sachets of 1 litres instead of 7 litres. So this one is designed 5 to 7 litres, whereas this one is actually designed just for 1 litre. Which makes it super easy if you're going to be doing lots of testing or you're going to do some traveling and you just want enough to fit into 1 litre container of water to bring with you. For me, the way that I brew coffee at home is I like to do this size of water. I'm not too fussed on making smaller amounts of water, however that might change in the future and it is definitely handy to have on hand just in case. However, when I brew coffee, I really just want to set and forget my water, and that way I can still make great tasting coffee with good water. That's my view on Aquacode. That's how I use it at home to make great tasting coffee. I hope you found this to be useful. Consider subscribing, check out our other videos, and if you've got any questions about this or any of our other products, let me know in the comments section. Thank you and see you next time.